Hi guys, welcome to another video. As you can see, this is Chanel numéro 5 L'Eau, and I am going to share my thoughts on it with you. This is the newest perfume in my collection. I got this from Macy's during the 15% off beauty sale that they had. I think this is the first time that they've had sale on beauty products. I also discovered that Nordstrom was matching prices on the products they had in common with Macy's. Even Chanel was on sale, but that wasn't widely advertised. I don't know why they wouldn't share that openly with their customers. It wasn't on the Macy's website, and so as usual I thought maybe Chanel is not participating in the sale, but luckily I asked the sales associate in the store and she confirmed that Chanel was on sale too. So I was like, great, despite my resolve to not buy any more perfume this year, I picked this one up. So before I get into the review, I just want to give you a bit of background on my relationship with number 5. And let me say up front, I didn't like the original number 5. Not that there's anything wrong with it, and unlike most people, I don't associate perfumes with old ladies or grannies, or I don't find perfumes to be mature or things like that. I think that has something to do with the fact that my grandmothers, both of them, didn't wear perfume. Back then we didn't have access to designer perfumes or any kind of perfume, I think. And they smelled more of milk or ghee, which is clarified butter. So, it was in my late teens when I traveled overseas that I first smelled number 5. And I wanted to see what the hype was all about. And I was quite disappointed. Again, not because it's a bad fragrance, but because it was so popular that it had been copied so much by toiletries manufacturers. So everything like soap, cream, powder, it smelled like it. And of course they didn't do a very good job of copying it, so it wasn't as sophisticated smelling or as nice smelling as the perfume itself was. But still, it smelled very common and cheap. And it didn't last too long on my skin, so I just dismissed it. But I've always been intrigued each time they brought out flankers, and sometimes flankers are nicer. Like, for example, I like the Estee Lauder's Pleasures Intense more than the original Pleasures. So at first they released Au Première, which I don't know, I didn't like it that much. It for some reason turned stale or sour on me. And I don't really remember very well, but I know I didn't like it enough. And it's been quite a while, maybe I need to revisit it. Anyway, I tried this while I was traveling. And whenever I travel, I go through duty free and douse myself in all kinds of different perfumes. I know it's not the smartest thing to do as they all get mixed up, but this is very distinct. It smells very typical Chanel, you can easily spot it, and I got whiffs of it throughout my 24-hour journey. And it stayed on my jacket for quite a few days, and so I had been obsessing over it for quite a while now. So here's what I think, and I'm not going to compare it with the original because I've not worn that one. I don't own it. I have occasionally sprayed it off and on. So I'm just going to talk about this one, and I'm going to put in the notes in the description below. So this starts out very citrusy, very bright and vibrant, sparkling almost. And then I get the floral bouquet, which smells really beautiful. It smells very elegant, very fresh and green to me. And then it turns a bit soapy, which is not really my favorite kind of smell in a perfume. But that's only when I put my nose to my wrist, and that's something I would do only for the purposes of this video. Normally I wouldn't go about my day smelling my wrists. So, it's not really a problem if I smell it on its own. I also smell a bit of dark, deep note that smells like coriander. And I hate coriander. I hate eating it. I hate the smell of it. But I'm okay with the coriander seeds, but I'm not okay with fresh leafy coriander. So this one smells like fresh leafy coriander. Again, only when I put my nose to my wrist. So, it doesn't really impact the perfume as such for me. And I get that kind of smell only on my skin and not on my clothes. And luckily for me, it is like that only for 20 to 30 minutes and then it goes away, thankfully. And then it settles into a nice floral powdery smell. And eventually it smells like baby powder. Now that I've been wearing this perfume for some time, I don't know, I just is like, the more I wear it, the more it makes me want to seek out the original. And so last time when I was in a mall a few days back, I tried out the original number 5 with it, and I was already wearing this perfume, and I realized that they both went along really well, of course. The original number 5 really intensified low, and it made it more appropriate for evening, and the combination together was really outstanding. I mean, it just, if this smells a bit baby powdery after a while, then that one is more floral. So I really like that. It's just outstanding. So I figured that I have Arpège by Lanvin. I don't know why I have this bottle and not the black bottle that mostly people have, and this was a tester that I bought long ago. So I love Arpège, and I've talked about it in a few of my other videos, and maybe I should do a separate video on this fragrance. It's just gorgeous, and it's very similar to Chanel number 5, and that one I think is more popular because it came out sooner. This was launched in 1927, so it is an old classic. But I find that this one is a little bit deeper and a bit more bitter than number 5. Number 5 is gorgeous too. It's sweet and it's nice and flowery and everything, but this one goes a bit beyond that, and I like it. I absolutely love this one actually. And I find that it pairs really, really well with Low. So if I'm wearing Low during the day and if I want to go out in the evening, then I can just add that and I'm done. I know everybody raves about Chanel bottles, and they really are very beautiful and very well made. I love the quality of glass that they've used here. Now the glass is very clear, and I like that you almost can't see the straw. I don't know what it's called, but I'm calling it a straw. So I like that when perfumers, they look into such small details as well when they're making their bottles. I kind of appreciate that. Very good quality. So of course it's Chanel. So Low is a very cheerful, happy, and very sophisticated fragrance with a baby powder kind of a dry down. And although it's called Low, but it really is an eau de toilette with decent staying power. It doesn't project much, but it has fairly good sillage, about I think 3 to 5 feet, and it stays like that for about 6 hours or so. And then after that it becomes a skin scent until it's completely gone after 8 hours or so. And I love that I get wafts of it throughout the day, which I really like in a fragrance. I think it's an all day, all weather, all occasion kind of a fragrance. You can, wear it to go out with friends, you can wear it to dinner, it won't interfere with your food. Maybe not when it's too hot, because I think it's a bit warm, but I have to wear it in the summer to really see that. So this one has finally converted me. I can't wait to add the original number 5 to my collection. Soon, someday I will do that, because, both of them combined or even separately, they're just gorgeous. So those were my thoughts on Chanel number 5 Low. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.